What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mel, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, December 11th, 2018, layering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mel, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Ryan Reynolds has an argument with Fred Savage over the band Nickelback in a new clip for Once Upon a Deadpool. Reynolds uploaded the video onto Twitter on Monday. He said, December 12, #respect the back, referencing the film's limited theatrical release from December 12th to December 24th. The clip features Deadpool, played by Reynolds, with Savage inside a kid's bedroom where they begin arguing over the musical talents of Nickelback. The setup pays homage to Savage's role in 1987's The Princess Bride, which he appeared as a young boy. Deadpool says, I've had it with all this Nickelback hating. You think that makes you cool with the cool kids in school, Fred, before he begins listing off the various awards Nickelback has won in addition to selling 50 million albums worldwide. Deadpool is able to convince Savage to no longer bash the band before the pair joined together for a rendition of Nickelback's How You Remind Me. Once Upon a Deadpool is a PG-13 version of the originally R-rated Deadpool 2. The project will feature new scenes added to Deadpool 2, including more banter between the titular hero and Savage. For every ticket sold for the film, $1 will be donated to the temporarily renamed Fudge Cancer charity. Netflix has released the first trailer for Triple Frontier, an action movie starring Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam, Garrett Hedlund, Pedro Pascal, and Adria Arjona. The Most Violent Year director J.C. Chandor helmed the film, which is scheduled to debut on the streaming service in March. The press release announced the premiere of the 2-minute preview. A group of former Special Force operatives reunite to plan a heist in the sparsely populated multi-border zone of South America. For the first time in their prestigious careers, these unsung heroes undertake this dangerous mission for self instead of country. But when events take an unexpected turn and threaten to spiral out of control, their skills, their loyalties, and their morals are pushed to a breaking point in an epic battle for survival. Netflix released on Twitter Monday the first image of The Highwaymen starring Woody Harrelson and Kevin Costner. The Highwaymen, from director John Lee Hancock, follows the real-life Texas Ranger Frank Hammer and ex-partner Matt Lee Gaunt. The partners were called out of retirement to hunt down the infamous bank robbers Bonnie and Clyde. The image features Harrelson and Costner having a conversation with each other while wearing 1930s era clothing. Netflix captioned the image, "The outlaws made headlines, the lawmen made history," while also mentioning that the film is the first time Harrelson and Costner will be sharing the screen together. The Highwaymen is set to arrive on Netflix on March 29th. Kathy Bates, Kim Dickens, John Carroll Lynch, Thomas Mann, and William Sadler are also set to star. Andy Samberg becomes an action movie hero in a new trailer for Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 6. The clip released on Sunday pays homage to Samberg's character Jake's favorite movie, Die Hard, and features Jake, Terry, played by Terry Crews, Rosa, played by Stephanie Beatrice, and Amy, played by Melissa, stuck on the roof of a skyscraper that is about to blow. Jake heroically and dramatically suggests that the others rappel down while he decides to jump off the roof in order to grab onto the helicopter at the last second. The Brooklyn Nine-Nine crew then applaud Jake and chant his name. The scenario is just a fantasy of Jake's. However, with the trailer cutting to Jake explaining to Captain Ray Holt, played by Andre Braugher, how his story would make for a great recruitment video. Brooklyn Nine-Nine will be making its debut on NBC with Season 6 on January 10th. The police comedy previously aired on Fox. Family Guy paid tribute to the late Carrie Fisher during a funeral scene which featured a eulogy by main character Peter Griffin. Fisher previously voiced the character of Angela on the animated series for 25 episodes. Angela was the supervisor of Peter, voiced by series creator Seth MacFarlane at the brewery where he works. Peter's eulogy on Sunday featured the comedic character making references to sitcom theme songs from Friends, Cheers, and Sanford & Son before he got more serious in honoring his friend. Peter says that was Angela, fearless, fearless, spontaneous, honest about herself just as much as she was about the world around her. He continued, she had grace, courage, and an unmated zest for life. She may be gone, but her voice will live on in DVDs and Hulu Plus and Tiny Droid Project messages. I may have lost a boss, but heaven has gained a princess. In reference to Fisher's iconic role of Princess Leia in Star Wars. The speech then ended with Peter realizing that he was at the wrong funeral. Fisher died in December 2016 at the age of 60. McFarlane said at the time Carrie Fisher was smart, funny, talented, surprising, and always a hell of a fun time to be around. Family Guy will miss her immensely. Pearl Thusi has been cast in the lead role in Netflix's first African series titled Queen Sono. Thusi will portray a highly skilled spy in the drama and comedy that is set in South Africa. Production is expected to begin in 2019. Queen Sono hails from the Catching Feelings team of director Kazigo Ladiga and executive producer Tesmin Anderson. Thusi, known for starring in ABC's Quantico, also appeared in Catching Feelings. The series is the first of several that Netflix plans on producing in Africa. Thusi posted on Twitter Monday a video of herself describing her excitement for the series. The actress says it's going to change the game for every artist on this continent, I believe. She continued, I cannot wait for every young woman, every woman on this continent, and actually on this planet to meet Queen Sono. Netflix VP of International Originals for Europe and Africa, Kelly Ligolifenbino, said in his statement, we love the team behind the show, and we're passionate about coming in and doing something that feels fresh and different. Their point of view in creating a strong female character was really something that also really drew us to it. Catherine Zeta-Jones sent love to her father-in-law, Kirk Douglas, on his 102nd birthday. The 49-year-old actress marked the occasion Sunday by dedicating a sweet post to the Spartacus star on Instagram. Zeta-Jones shared a video from photos and clips of Douglas throughout the years. The post was set to her daughter, Carrie Douglas, playing piano and singing the Christina Aguilera song, Beautiful. Zeta-Jones captioned the post, Happy 102nd birthday to the most beautiful man. We love you, Kurt. Douglas' son Michael, who married Zeta-Jones in 2000, also paid tribute to the screen legend with the video compilation on Facebook. He wrote, Happy 102nd birthday, Dad. You're my hero, and I love you. Hashtag Kirk Douglas. Hashtag 102. Hashtag birthday. Hashtag my hero. Hashtag father's love. In addition to Zeta-Jones and Michael's children, 15-year-old Carrie's and 18-year-old son Dylan both wished Douglas a happy birthday on Instagram. Carrie's captioned a throwback photo of Douglas, 102 years young, to my inspiration, my pappy. I can't put into words how much you mean to me. Happy birthday. I love you. Dylan also wrote on his own account, Happy birthday, Pappy, 102 years. Thought of you, you are adored by millions. My love for you is by far the greatest. Love you forever and always. Zeta-Jones and her family, including Douglas, came together in November to support Michael at his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. Michael thanked Douglas in his speech, saying he's so proud to be the actor's son. Hailey Baldwin is calling out critics of her relationship with husband Justin Bieber. The 22-year-old model returned to social media Saturday following negative comments about Bieber, her job, and other positive aspects of her life. Baldwin wrote on Instagram stories, being off of Instagram is the best thing ever. Whenever I take breaks from it, I feel so much better, so much happy as a person. The second I come back on, I get immediate anxiety, I get sad, I get worked up. She says it's hard to focus on your well-being and mental health when each time you open Instagram, someone is tearing apart your job or your relationship or essentially any of the things in your life that are positive. Baldwin called for people to express more love and encourage instead of tearing people down and judging. She says the world has enough hatred, hurt, and pain as it is, without adding more online. The star wrote, the last thing we need is more negativity, hate, and division. Baldwin and Bieber are longtime friends who announced their engagement in July. Bieber confirmed in a post in November that he and Baldwin had quietly married. The singer says, Happy late Thanksgiving to everyone. First Thanksgiving as a married man. First time hosting Thanksgiving. First time both sides of the family have come together. Baldwin and Bieber were spotted shooting a magazine cover together in Los Angeles last week. So I told Entertainment Tonight the couple will appear on a new cover of Vogue and discuss their relationship in the new interview. Wells Adams is showing his support for girlfriend Sarah Hyland in the wake of her cousin's death. The 34-year-old television personality penned a loving message to Hyland on Instagram after the actress's cousin was killed by a drunk driver. Adams captioned a photo of Hyland. This beautiful specimen has had a couple of tough weeks. I'm here to remind you at Sarah Hyland that there is a light amongst all the darkness. If you ever doubt that, just look at this picture and remember how awesome we are. He wrote, throw on some sweats, order some Postmates, and put on Home Alone. I'll be home soon, adding a kissy face emoji. Hyland's cousin Trevor Hyland died December 1st at the age of 14, according to People. Hyland is taking a break from social media after receiving backlash for sharing a GoFundMe page for her cousin's funeral expenses. She tweeted on December 3rd, "You guys finally did it. Your horrible, negative, ignorant words have broke me. Happy? Stay offline for a while," after fans questioned why she didn't give the money herself. In addition, Hyland said in an interview with Self published Monday that she underwent her second kidney transplant from her brother in September 2017. She told the magazine she contemplated suicide after her first kidney transplant from her dad failed. The Modern Family star explained, "I was very depressed. When a family member gives you a second chance at life and it fails, it almost feels like it's your fault. It's not, but it does." Kim Kardashian says her mom, Kris Jenner, was so upset after learning of her drug use. The 30-year-old television personality said on Sunday's episode of Busy Tonight that Jenner worried she would become a crazy drug addict after she did ecstasy when she was younger. She told host Busy Phillips, "I would tell my mom everything. We always had such a close relationship, so I would come home and be like, 'Oh my God, Mom, I did ecstasy last night.'" Kardashian said she ultimately quit using drugs after one particularly impactful conversation with her mom. She said, she was like, "You, one day, you're not going to be able to have babies. You can't do this. You're going to ruin yourself." Like, she was so upset. She was so upset thinking I was going to turn into something and just be this crazy drug addict. She says, "I was just like, you know what? She's right. I'm so over it. This is not so me. I just never did anything like that." Kardashian said in a November 25th episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that she was high on ecstasy when she married Damon Thomas in 2000. She was also on ecstasy when she filmed her infamous sex tape with Ray J. The star said, "I did ecstasy once and I got married. I did it again. I made a sex tape. Everything bad would happen." Phillips underwent a full Kardashian makeover last week in honor of Kardashian's appearance on her show. The actress said she spent 4 hours in hair, makeup, and wardrobe to become a Kardashian lookalike. Mel B is recovering after breaking 2 ribs and hurting her right hand. The 43-year-old singer shared a photo from the emergency room Monday after undergoing a 3-hour surgery for her injuries. She wrote, "Thank you to all the wonderful nurses and doctors and my amazing surgeon for the care and expertise given to me here at the hospital I've been staying at, suffering 2 broken ribs, a severe right hand, needed emergency care, to have had over a 3-hour surgery to repair the damage." The Spice Girls singer apologized for canceling her book signing, which was to take place Monday in New York. The star promised, "I apologize to each and every one of you who brought these tickets to meet me today. I'm absolutely gutted, but I can assure you it will happen at a later date." She also added, "My right hand arm is all stitched up and I'm trying to keep still to heal my broken ribs, all the pain, but I'm in super safe hands with the care of everyone in the hospital. Thank you for all the understanding. I love you. Hashtag accidents happen. Hashtag need time to heal. Hashtag hospital." Spice Girls singer Jerry Halliwell, Emma Bunton, and Mel C rushed to support Mel B at the hospital. Mel B posted a picture of her bandmates gathered around her hospital bed. She wrote, "When your besties show up to the hospital with hugs, laughter, and a lot of love, I love my Spice Girls. Yippee. Hashtag friendship. Hashtag family. Hashtag Spice Girls." Mel B tagged the post in London, but did not explain how she sustained her injuries. She and the Spice Girls confirmed in November they will embark on a reunion tour in 2019 without Victoria Beckham. Ariana Grande has added more concert dates to her upcoming tour that is in support of her 4th studio album, Sweetener. Grande, who will kick off the tour on March 18th at the Times Union Center in Albany, New York, has added additional shows for Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Boston, and Toronto due to high demand. The North American leg of the tour will now come to an end on June 26th at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. Tickets for the new dates go on sale for the general public starting starting on December 14th at 10 a.m. local time through Ticketmasters. Tickets for all previous announced shows are on sale. Sweetener was released in August and reached the top of the U.S. album charts. The project contains the singles No Tears Left to Cry and God is a Woman. Grande recently made headlines when she told fans on Instagram to treat her ex-fiancé Pete Davidson nicer online after the Saturday Night Live star was being harassed on social media. Ciara and Camila Cabello will be performing at Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve 2019. The annual ABC television special added the singers and several other acts to its Hollywood party lineup in a series of tweets Monday. The New Year's Rockin' Eve official Twitter post, 2019 is the year to level up. We're so excited that at Ciara's performing on hashtag Rockin' Eve from the Hollywood party on December 31st at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time on ABC. Halsey, Shawn Mendes, Weezer, Kane Brown, Bazzi, and Lauren Alania will also take the stage at the event December 31st in Los Angeles. Ciara will host a party with Ryan Seacrest to host the New York Bash. The show tweeted, hashtag Rockin' Eve will never be the same after at Camila_Cabello takes the stage from the Hollywood party. Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve previously announced the Chainsmokers, Charlie Puth, Chelsea Ballerini, Dua Lipa, LMI, Foster the People, Macklemore, and Skylar Grey are as Hollywood party performers. In addition, Post Malone will kick off 2019 with the performance in New York. Seacrest took over the hosting duties of Rockin' New Year's Eve from Dick Clark in 2005. He has yet to announce other performers besides Post Malone for the New York Bash. Offset is missing his estranged wife Cardi B in the wake of their split. The 26-year-old rapper tweeted about Cardi B on Sunday following his separation from the rapper after 14 months of marriage. He wrote, "Yeah, I miss Cardi." Offset's post have received over 422,000 likes as of Monday morning. Fans reacted in the comments, with many propagating rumors the rapper cheated. One person wrote, "She shouldn't take him back, but it's nice to see that he understands what he did and what he lost." Entertainment Tonight said Cardi B rapped about divorce during her concert Friday in New York. She changed the lyrics of her song Motorsport to reflect her split from Offset. She rapped, "I turned Offset on. I told him the other day we should get a divorce." Cardi B denied in an Instagram live video Sunday that her separation from Offset is a publicity stunt. She says, "I really don't like how people say me and my husband, whatever he's right now to me, is doing for publicity. I wouldn't put my family in a bad name for no fucking publicity." Offset and Cardi B secretly married in September 2017 and welcomed their first child, daughter Culture, in July. Cardi B announced her split from Offset in a video last week, saying she and the rapper just grew out of love. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date, in 1964, Sam Cooke dies under suspicious circumstances in L.A. On December 11, 1964, in response to a reported shootings, officers at the Los Angeles Police Department were dispatched to the Hacienda Motel, where they found Sam Cooke dead on the office floor, shot 3 times in the chest by the motel's manager, Bertha Franklin. The authorities ruled Cooke's death as a case of justifiable homicide based on the testimony of Ms. Franklin, who claimed that Cooke had threatened her life after attempting to rape a young woman with whom he had checked earlier in. Even as the lurid details of the case were becoming common knowledge, some 200,000 fans turned out in the streets of Los Angeles and Chicago to mourn the passing of Sam Cooke, a man whose legacy seems able to transcend the scandal surrounding his death. That legacy was built during a brief but spectacular run as a singer, songwriter, producer, and music publisher in the 1950s and early 60s. Born in 1931 to a Baptist minister and his wife, Cooke's early musical development took place in the church. Like other early figures in what would eventually be called soul music, Cooke began his professional career singing gospel. As a member of the legendary Soul Stirrers since the age of 19, Cooke was given permission by his record label to begin recording secular music in 1956. Sam Cooke had his first hit, "You Send Me." And it was followed by such classics as Chain Gang 1960, Cupid 1961, and Twistin' the Night Away 1962, and the Dylan-inspired posthumous release that became an anthem to the civil rights movement, A Change Is Gonna Come in 1964. His voice has been called the most important in the history of soul music, but just as important to Sam Cooke's historical stand is the fact that he also wrote all of the aforementioned hits, a remarkable fact by any popular singer of his time. In the years since his death, the circumstances surrounding Cooke's shooting has been called into question by his family and others. Though the truth of what happened on that day in 1964 might remain uncertain, Sam Cooke's place in the history of pop music is anything but. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, December 11th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.